As you can see, it's extremely wet out here, but the National Grid is working around the clock to get all those businesses, bars, and restaurants back in service by tomorrow morning.
You see it all the time. People tapping away at their cell phones. But could too much text messaging be considered a mental illness? Tree forts are a fun thing to have in your backyard, but they can also be deadly. Now, this is a tree fort that a 6-year-old boy fell from yesterday morning. As he was trying to climb down this ladder, it fell backwards like this. Governor Patrick is expected to speak here today at the State House on the proposed plan, which will cut energy costs by over $100,000. You usually come across debris or seaweed, but this morning a local fisherman actually found the body of a woman here behind me.
Despite the home opener being over 22 hours away, fans have already started lining up here outside of Fenway.
I really am always watching my back after hearing stories about people being assaulted, whether it be in the middle of the day or at night, whether they were safe about it or stupid about it, it still happens.
And it happened here at Boston University. A series of attacks, including robbery and sexual assault, have been reported in under 2 months. Many students opt for staying inside and traveling in groups rather than venturing out on campus alone.
Always walk with friends whenever I go somewhere, even if it's as simple as going to the grocery store. Just being in this kind of environment, you need to understand your surroundings and not be naive.
There were 6 female students who reported being assaulted. One victim was attacked while talking on her cell phone, and another was walking along an unlit alley. However, Boston University police say they do have the situation under control.
Last few weekends, we've gone out to flood the area with uniform officers and plainclothes officers.
No other campus in Boston has had so many attacks in such a short amount of time. This is encouraging some students to take other measures to protect themselves.
This kid said he lost his wallet and his knife, and I was like, well, your wallet's probably more important. And he goes, no, the knife is, because several people have gotten jumped, and you never know when you need a knife.
It was a nice spring day here at Boston University, but as the sun starts to set, you'll see a lot of students heading inside. Now, the police have linked one suspect to all 6 attacks, so hopefully that will ease the mind of students here on campus. At BU, I'm Caitlin Kennedy.
Let's go Red Sox! Let's go Red Sox!
If you think you're devoted to the Red Sox, check out these diehard fans.
Looking to get some opening day tickets. Can't wait. Freezing out here, but you know what? Worth it, sleeping in a 6-foot tent right there. I just can't wait. I'm pumped. I'm just pumped.
I have my thermals, I have wool socks on, I have 4 coats, I have my ski pants.
Despite the home opener being over 22 hours away, fans have already started lining up here outside of Fenway. And now there are currently over 200 people in line waiting to score that precious seat. Police are closely watching these fans who decided to camp out at Fenway. Some have been told to leave, but one thing's for sure, they keep coming back by the handfuls.
Then Sunday at about 8 o'clock last night, the cops came and they told us we had to leave. So we packed up our tents like pretending we were leaving, and then they told us that they're doing 24-hour surveillance.
Real cold is nothing for these real fans to handle, and you won't believe what some fans would give up for home opening tickets.
My firstborn child.
I will kill both these kids. I'm just kidding.
The Sox take on the Tigers tomorrow at 2 p.m. Hopefully everyone here will be warm in the stands by then. Caitlin Kennedy at Fenway Park for WEBN News. Rub against me and I'll expose you. This is the slogan the MBTA released this morning to educate riders on harassment. The new ad campaign is being used to crack down on gropers who rub against female passengers while using public transportation.
We're taking this step today to publicly announce that this kind of inappropriate sexual behavior will not be tolerated. Sexual harassment and sexual assault is unacceptable on the T and in all settings.
There will be over 900 ads that will showcase today on Boston subways, trolleys, and commuter rail coaches. Plainclothed officers will be patrolling trains to catch molesters in the act.
And the more information we get on their whereabouts and what they look like, the better we can track them down and arrest them.
The MBTA is the 4th busiest subway system in the United States. Every week, nearly 300,000 people ride the T. Many riders have not experienced any groping, but are in favor of the new ad.
I actually haven't had a bad experience. I commute from Park Street out to Davis on the Red Line at 10, 11 o'clock at night all the time, and I've never felt unsafe. But I'm sure in other areas of the city, that end of the Red Line isn't that sketchy. So I support an anti-harassment campaign, absolutely.
The ad campaign will run throughout the next 3 months. In Boston, I'm Caitlin Kennedy for WEBN News.